Getting older. Keeping your legs strong and mobile is key to enjoying life to the fullest. But some foods, even healthy-sounding ones, can secretly zap your leg power, leaving you tired and less mobile. Let's uncover 5 common culprits you might want to watch out for to keep your legs strong and active for years to come. Ready to see how these sneaky foods could be holding you back? 1. Processed sugar. Processed sugar, a commonly consumed ingredient in everyday foods like breakfast cereals, flavored yogurts, and granola bars, is a hidden enemy to the health of many seniors. Although these foods may seem like convenient, heart-healthy, or energy-boosting options, they can contribute to serious long-term health consequences, particularly for older adults. The consumption of processed sugar over time can quietly drain strength from the legs, block circulation, increase joint stiffness, and even accelerate muscle breakdown. Understanding the impact of processed sugar on our bodies, especially as we age, is crucial for maintaining our mobility, strength, and overall well-being. The primary issue with processed sugar lies in how it differs from naturally occurring sugars found in fruits or whole grains. Natural sugars are accompanied by fiber, which slows down their absorption into the bloodstream, preventing sudden spikes in blood sugar levels. On the other hand, processed sugars, often found in refined and packaged foods, are stripped of their natural fiber and absorbed rapidly into the bloodstream. This rapid absorption causes a surge in blood sugar levels, followed by a sharp drop, often referred to as a sugar crash. For older adults, this crash can be particularly dangerous, leading to fatigue, foggy thinking, and physical weakness. As we age, our body's ability to regulate blood sugar becomes less efficient, making these crashes even more intense and harmful to our muscle tissue over time. The effects of processed sugar go far beyond just causing temporary fatigue. Regular consumption of processed sugars contributes to a phenomenon known as chronic low-grade inflammation. Inflammation is a key driver of many age-related health issues, including muscle breakdown, joint stiffness, and decreased mobility. Even if you don't feel the effects immediately, this slow, ongoing inflammation can gradually chip away at your strength, leaving you vulnerable to falls, frailty, and chronic fatigue. When the body is in a constant state of low-grade inflammation, the tissues, including muscles, are put under stress, making it more difficult to recover from physical exertion and increasing the risk of injury. This is particularly concerning for seniors who rely on their strength and mobility for daily activities such as walking, climbing stairs, or simply standing up from a seated position. Another critical aspect of processed sugar consumption is its ability to interfere with the absorption and function of essential minerals in the body. 2 such minerals, magnesium and calcium, play vital roles in maintaining muscle health. Magnesium is necessary for muscle relaxation and contraction, while calcium supports muscle function and bone stability. When processed sugar is consumed in large quantities, it competes with these minerals, creating an imbalance that can result in weaker muscles and a greater likelihood of leg cramps or discomfort. The body's reliance on these minerals for proper muscle function means that any disturbance in their absorption can directly impact strength, coordination, and stability. For older adults, this imbalance can contribute to the feeling of heaviness in the legs, making it harder to walk or move freely. For individuals managing conditions like diabetes or prediabetes, the dangers of processed sugar are even more pronounced. When blood sugar levels spike, as they do with processed sugar consumption, the body's insulin response becomes more strained. Insulin resistance is a hallmark of both diabetes and prediabetes, and it can be worsened by frequent sugar consumption. The repeated blood sugar spikes and crashes can accelerate nerve damage in the feet and legs, which is a major concern for seniors with these conditions. Nerve damage can lead to sensations of numbness, tingling, or even sharp pain in the extremities, further impeding mobility and quality of life. Additionally, high blood sugar can hinder the body's ability to recover from physical exertion, leaving muscles in a constant state of weakness and stiffness. It is not just the obvious sources of sugar that contribute to these problems. Hidden sugars are often found in everyday items that we may not associate with being sweet. Salad dressings, low-fat yogurts, tomato sauces, sandwich bread, and even frozen meals often contain significant amounts of added sugar. Some breakfast cereals marketed to seniors can contain over 12 grams of added sugar per serving, which is equivalent to the sugar content in a glazed donut. This means that even when you think you are making a healthy choice, you could be inadvertently consuming a significant amount of sugar that's silently affecting your body. Over time, this repeated consumption of hidden sugars adds up, creating a constant internal stress on your body and contributing to the slow degeneration of muscle strength, mobility, and overall health. If you've noticed that your legs are feeling more fatigued than usual, or if you find yourself relying on armrests or other supports to stand up, it may be time to reconsider your sugar intake. The good news is that there are plenty of alternatives that can help satisfy your sweet cravings without compromising your health. For instance, replacing refined sugars with natural sweeteners like raw honey, dates, or fresh fruit can provide a more balanced energy release. Pairing these natural sweeteners with protein or healthy fats, such as Greek yogurt with berries, a square of dark chocolate, or a handful of nuts, can help stabilize blood sugar levels, prevent crashes, and provide lasting energy without the negative impact on muscle health. Making these small changes to your diet can have a profound effect on your long-term health. By cutting down on processed sugar, you can reduce chronic inflammation, protect your muscles from breakdown, and improve circulation to your legs, ensuring that they remain strong and functional for as long as possible. Furthermore, by adopting healthier alternatives to sugar, you are also supporting your bones, joints, and overall vitality, helping you maintain independence and mobility as you age. Remember, every little change counts, and by making smarter choices today, you are investing in a healthier, more active future. In conclusion, processed sugar is far more than just a sweet treat. It is a silent contributor to leg weakness, muscle breakdown, and impaired circulation in older adults. By understanding its effects and making mindful changes to your diet, you can protect your muscles, improve your mobility, and support healthy aging. Replacing processed sugar with natural alternatives is one simple yet powerful step toward maintaining strength and vitality as you age. So take charge of your health today and start making choices that will benefit you for years to come. 2. Fried foods. Fried foods, a popular comfort food enjoyed by many, are often seen as indulgent and flavorful, providing a satisfying crunch and rich taste. However, for older adults, the impact of consuming fried foods goes beyond mere indulgence and can quietly and insidiously affect physical health, particularly the strength and functionality of the legs. Despite their appeal, fried foods such as French fries, fried chicken, crispy snacks, and battered fish are known to contribute to several health issues that are especially concerning for seniors. While fried foods may seem harmless in moderation, the way they are prepared and the types of oils used can have far-reaching effects on circulation, muscle performance, and joint health. At the heart of the problem with fried foods lies the oil used in cooking. In commercial frying processes, oils such as soybean, corn, and canola are often heated to high temperatures multiple times. This repeated heating breaks down the oils, causing the creation of harmful compounds, including trans fats and advanced glycation end products, AGEs. Trans fats, in particular, are notorious for their ability to cause inflammation in the body, which is a significant factor in the development of many chronic diseases, including heart disease, diabetes, and arthritis. Inflammation, when it occurs in the body's tissues, can have a devastating effect on muscle function, joint health, and overall mobility. As we age, our bodies naturally experience some stiffening of the blood vessels, and circulation tends to slow down. Adding trans fats to the mix only worsens this effect, making it even harder for blood to flow freely to the muscles in the legs and other parts of the body. Moreover, the production of AGEs in fried foods is another concern. AGEs are compounds that form when proteins or fats combine with sugars in the body. They have been linked to an increase in inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which contribute to the degeneration of muscle tissue and the stiffening of joints. This process accelerates with age, and consuming fried foods can exacerbate these issues. For seniors, The reduced circulation and compromised muscle performance resulting from the consumption of fried foods can make even simple activities, such as standing up from a chair or walking, feel increasingly difficult. The added strain on the body from poor circulation can result in swelling, cramping, and a general sense of fatigue in the legs. Fried foods also interfere with the production of nitric oxide, a compound that plays a crucial role in helping blood vessels relax and expand. Nitric oxide helps maintain healthy blood pressure by facilitating the dilation of blood vessels, allowing for more efficient blood flow. When production of nitric oxide is reduced due to the consumption of harmful fats, such as those found in fried foods, blood vessels become narrower, which restricts the flow of oxygen and nutrients to muscles and joints. Over time, this decreased blood flow can cause muscles to weaken, joints to stiffen, and the overall risk of injury or falls to increase. For seniors, this can be especially troubling, as the ability to maintain mobility and strength is essential to preserving independence and quality of life. Reheated oils commonly used in fast food and takeout meals present an additional layer of risk. These oils, which have been reused multiple times in frying, degrade into toxic compounds known as aldehydes. Aldehydes are harmful to both the cardiovascular system and cognitive function, and they have been linked to conditions such as heart disease, insulin resistance, and memory decline. The presence of these toxic substances in the body not only impacts the heart, but also impairs the body's ability to recover from physical activity. This means that after a meal high in fried foods, seniors may experience increased muscle soreness, longer recovery times, and an overall decrease in physical performance. This is a particular concern for those who wish to maintain an active lifestyle as they age, as the cumulative effects of poor nutrition can limit physical capabilities over time. Additionally, fried foods often come with added salt, which exacerbates the negative effects on circulation and joint health. Sodium, in high quantities, contributes to fluid retention and increases blood pressure, both of which place additional strain on the heart and blood vessels. For seniors, many of whom already experience hypertension or other circulatory issues, the consumption of salty fried foods can worsen these conditions. The combination of trans fats, sodium, and refined carbohydrates found in fried foods creates a perfect storm for inflammation, fluid retention, and fatigue. The resulting discomfort makes everyday movements feel heavier and more challenging, potentially leading to a decline in overall mobility and quality of life. But despite the overwhelming evidence of the negative effects of fried foods, there is hope. Seniors do not have to give up the satisfaction and comfort of crispy foods altogether. The key is to make healthier cooking choices and opt for alternatives that still provide the crunch and flavor without the harmful effects. For instance, instead of deep frying, seniors can choose to bake, grill, or air fry their favorite foods. Air frying, in particular, has gained popularity as a healthier alternative to traditional frying since it uses significantly less oil and retains the crispy texture that many people crave. When it is necessary to use oil, choosing healthier fats, such as extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil, can help reduce the harmful effects on the body. These oils are rich in monounsaturated fats, which are known for their anti-inflammatory properties and their ability to promote heart health. When it comes to snacks, there are plenty of healthier alternatives to fried options. Instead of reaching for a bag of potato chips or fried snacks, seniors can try roasted chickpeas, lightly salted almonds, or oven-baked sweet potato wedges. These alternatives provide a satisfying crunch and rich flavor without compromising long-term health. Roasted nuts and seeds are not only delicious, but also provide beneficial fats and protein, helping to support muscle strength and overall health. Even simple choices, like swapping out fried chicken for baked or grilled chicken, can go a long way in improving circulation and preserving leg strength. The bottom line is that while fried foods may provide temporary pleasure, they come with significant health risks for older adults, especially those related to muscle performance, circulation, and joint health. By making smarter food choices, seniors can protect their legs and muscles, improve blood flow, and reduce inflammation. This simple dietary adjustment, such as avoiding fried foods and opting for healthier cooking methods, can make a big difference in maintaining mobility, independence, and overall well-being as they age. As always, it is the small, consistent changes over time that add up to a healthier and more fulfilling life in the later years. 3. Processed meats. Processed meats, such as deli meats, hot dogs, sausages, bacon, and canned meats, are often marketed as convenient, protein-rich options that provide a quick and easy source of nutrition. They are readily available in many grocery stores, and for seniors, they may seem like a simple way to meet their protein needs without much effort. However, while these processed meats may appear to be harmless and convenient, they come with a hidden cost that can significantly impact overall health, particularly when it comes to muscle function, circulation, and joint health. The truth is that processed meats can quietly accelerate muscle loss, contribute to poor circulation, and increase the risk of joint stiffness and pain as we age. One of the primary concerns with processed meats lies in their high sodium content. Sodium is commonly added to processed meats not only for flavor, but also as a preservative to extend shelf life. While a small amount of sodium is necessary for bodily functions, excessive sodium intake has been linked to several serious health issues, especially in older adults. For one, too much sodium leads to water retention, which causes bloating and can put additional strain on the cardiovascular system. This extra fluid in the body also increases blood pressure, a problem that many seniors already face. As the blood vessels become narrower and less flexible with age, high sodium intake worsens circulation problems, particularly in the legs. Poor circulation reduces the oxygen and nutrient supply to muscles, leaving them weaker and more prone to fatigue. In addition to its effects on circulation, high sodium intake can also contribute to muscle weakness, particularly in the legs. When sodium causes fluid retention, it places more pressure on the blood vessels, making it harder for oxygen and other essential nutrients to reach the muscles in the lower body. Over time, this lack of oxygen and nutrients can lead to muscle fatigue, making activities like walking or climbing stairs feel more difficult and exhausting. Furthermore, chronic high blood pressure, which is often the result of excessive sodium intake, can lead to further damage to the blood vessels, exacerbating the circulation problems and making it even harder for seniors to maintain muscle strength and mobility. Another significant issue with processed meats is the presence of nitrates and nitrites, chemical compounds commonly used as preservatives in these foods. These substances are responsible for giving processed meats their characteristic color and flavor, but they come with a hidden danger. Nitrates and nitrites have been linked to chronic inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which are major contributors to muscle degeneration and joint damage, particularly in older adults. Inflammation is known to break down muscle tissue over time, leading to the gradual weakening of muscles and a loss of strength. For seniors, this means that the muscles in their legs and other areas of the body are more likely to become weak and fatigued, which can hinder their ability to perform basic tasks and maintain independence. Furthermore, research has shown that high consumption of nitrates and nitrites can interfere with mitochondrial function. Mitochondria are the energy-producing units within our cells, and they play a crucial role in maintaining muscle energy and performance. When mitochondrial function is impaired by the consumption of processed meats, muscles become less efficient at generating and sustaining energy, leading to faster muscle fatigue and slower recovery times. This impairment can also contribute to a general decrease in physical performance, making even routine movements such as standing up or walking feel more challenging. The impact of processed meats on joint health is another major concern for seniors. Many processed meats are made from lower quality cuts of meat and are often packed with fats, additives, and artificial flavorings. These ingredients, combined with high levels of sodium and preservatives, can increase inflammation in the body. Chronic inflammation is a leading cause of joint stiffness, pain, and conditions like arthritis, which are common in older adults. Inflammatory compounds in processed meats can exacerbate these issues, leading to greater discomfort and reduced range of motion. For seniors already suffering from joint pain or arthritis, eating processed meats can worsen these symptoms and further limit mobility. Another factor contributing to the negative impact of processed meats on health is the presence of added sugars and fillers. Many processed meats, especially sausages, hot dogs, and certain deli meats, are made from lower quality meat cuts and filled with sugars, starches, and other additives to enhance flavor and texture. These sugars and fillers not only contribute to excess calories, but also increase the body's inflammatory response. For seniors, this added burden on the body can lead to greater muscle weakness, joint pain, and increased fatigue. The body's ability to recover from physical activity is also hindered by the accumulation of these inflammatory compounds, making it harder for seniors to maintain an active lifestyle. In addition to the immediate health concerns, processed meats also have long-term consequences on bone health. Many processed meats contain phosphates, which are used as preservatives to extend shelf life. These phosphates can interfere with calcium balance in the body, which is crucial for maintaining strong bones. Calcium is an essential mineral that helps stabilize bones and supports proper muscle function. When phosphate levels are high, they can reduce the body's ability to absorb calcium effectively, leading to weaker bones and an increased risk of fractures, particularly in the hips and legs. This is especially concerning for older adults, as bone density naturally decreases with age, making bones more fragile and prone to breaks. While the risks associated with processed meats are significant, the good news is that seniors can make healthier choices to support their overall health and mobility. Instead of relying on processed meats, seniors can opt for fresh, lean sources of protein, such as grilled chicken, turkey breast, or wild-caught fish. These alternatives provide high-quality protein without the harmful preservatives, additives, and excessive sodium found in processed meats. For those following a plant-based diet, options like lentils, beans, tofu, and tempeh provide an excellent source of protein without the added chemicals and preservatives. By choosing whole, minimally processed foods, seniors can reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and support muscle recovery. When purchasing packaged meats, seniors should look for products labeled as nitrate-free and low sodium, which can help mitigate the negative effects of processed meats. Reducing the intake of processed meats, even by just a few servings per week, can make a significant difference in maintaining muscle strength, joint health, and overall mobility. By incorporating more whole foods into their diet and making smarter protein choices, seniors can support healthy aging and enjoy greater physical function as they age. In conclusion, processed meats, despite their convenience and popularity, pose significant risks to the health of older adults. The high sodium content, presence of nitrates and nitrites, and inflammatory additives found in processed meats can accelerate muscle loss, impair circulation, and contribute to joint stiffness and pain. For seniors, these effects can undermine mobility, independence, and overall quality of life. By making smarter dietary choices, such as opting for fresh, lean proteins and minimizing processed meat consumption, seniors can protect their muscles, joints, and circulatory system, ensuring they maintain strength and vitality well into their later years. The key to healthier aging is often found in the food we choose to eat, and by making informed choices, seniors can promote long-term health and well-being. 4. High sodium. High sodium foods are a significant concern for older adults, and their effects extend far beyond simply increasing blood pressure. While most people are aware that consuming too much salt can contribute to hypertension, fewer realize how sodium affects muscle function, joint health, and overall circulation, particularly in seniors. As we age, the body's ability to process sodium efficiently diminishes, making it even more important for older adults to pay close attention to their sodium intake. Excessive sodium can quietly drain energy from the body, impair circulation, and contribute to the development of muscle weakness and joint stiffness. These effects are often subtle at first, but can have a profound impact on daily life as they accumulate over time. The most common sources of high sodium in the diet are often found in packaged and processed foods, such as canned soups, sauces, frozen dinners, and even snacks that are marketed as healthy options. What many don't realize is that sodium is hidden in a wide range of foods, including products that may seem benign or even nutritious at first glance. For instance, canned vegetables, salad dressings, and some whole grain breads can all contain high levels of sodium, even though they are typically considered part of a balanced diet. The reason this is such a problem is that sodium contributes to fluid retention, which increases the strain on the body's circulatory system. When the body retains excess fluid, blood pressure rises, and the blood vessels experience additional stress. This increased pressure can restrict blood flow to essential organs and muscles, including those in the legs. For older adults, the natural aging process already brings about a gradual stiffening of the blood vessels, which leads to slower circulation. When combined with high sodium intake, this diminished circulatory function can exacerbate the problem, causing further narrowing of the arteries. As a result, oxygen and vital nutrients cannot be delivered as efficiently to muscles and joints, leading to increased fatigue, weakness, and reduced stamina. For seniors who rely on their legs for mobility, this can make simple tasks, such as walking, standing up from a chair, or climbing stairs, feel much more difficult and tiring. Over time, the lack of proper circulation can lead to muscle atrophy and joint pain, which further hinders mobility. In addition to its impact on circulation, high sodium intake can interfere with calcium absorption, leading to weaker bones and joints. Calcium is an essential mineral for maintaining bone density and muscle function, and when sodium levels are high, the body may struggle to absorb enough calcium from food. This interference with calcium balance can lead to a gradual decline in bone strength, making fractures and falls more likely, particularly in the hips and legs, which are common areas of concern for seniors. For older adults who are already at risk for osteoporosis or other bone-related conditions, the combination of high sodium and low calcium can be particularly dangerous, as it accelerates bone loss and joint degeneration. The effects of sodium extend beyond just circulation and bone health. High sodium intake can also cause joint discomfort and stiffness, especially in the knees, ankles, and other areas that bear weight. As sodium causes the body to retain fluid, this leads to swelling in the joints, which can increase pain and reduce flexibility. The more fluid the body retains, the more pressure is placed on the joints, causing discomfort during movement. For seniors dealing with arthritis or other degenerative joint conditions, this added pressure can intensify symptoms and lead to further deterioration of joint health. The resulting joint stiffness can make it difficult to maintain an active lifestyle, which is crucial for preserving independence and overall well-being in later years. Perhaps one of the most troubling aspects of high sodium consumption is how it can sneak into the diet through processed foods that are marketed as low-fat or healthy. Many low-fat or reduced-calorie products compensate for flavor loss by adding extra sodium. For example, low-fat salad dressings, reduced sodium soups, and even some so-called healthy snacks may contain hidden sodium levels that can accumulate quickly if consumed regularly. The food industry's tendency to add sodium to improve flavor and shelf life has made it harder for consumers to identify which foods are truly low in sodium. This can be particularly confusing for seniors who are trying to maintain a healthy diet and may not be fully aware of how much sodium they are consuming on a daily basis. One of the most concerning aspects of high sodium intake is how it affects taste preferences. Over time, the more salt a person eats, the more their taste buds adapt to higher levels of sodium. This can lead to a cycle where fresh, unprocessed foods seem bland, and processed foods with high sodium content become more appealing. This cycle can make it difficult for seniors to transition to a lower sodium diet, as they may find themselves craving the salty taste of processed foods. Breaking this cycle requires conscious effort and awareness of sodium's impact on health. Reducing sodium intake doesn't mean sacrificing flavor, however. There are many ways to season food with herbs, spices, and other flavor enhancers, such as garlic, lemon juice, and vinegar, that don't rely on salt. In fact, experimenting with new flavors can open up a world of delicious and healthy options that support better circulation, muscle function, and overall well-being. For seniors, the key to reducing sodium intake lies in being proactive about food choices. One of the first steps is to become familiar with nutrition labels and understand the sodium content in packaged foods. The American Heart Association recommends aiming for no more than 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day for most adults, but many processed foods exceed this limit in a single serving. By choosing fresh, whole foods, such as fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains, seniors can significantly lower their sodium intake. Additionally, preparing meals at home gives more control over the amount of salt used, allowing for healthier seasonings and cooking methods that support better health. Fresh vegetables and fruits, for example, are naturally low in sodium and rich in potassium, which helps to balance out the effects of sodium in the body. Potassium-rich foods like bananas, avocados, spinach, and sweet potatoes can help regulate blood pressure and improve circulation, providing much-needed support to the muscles and joints. Incorporating low-sodium versions of staple foods can also make a big difference. When buying canned soups, beans, or tomato sauce, for example, look for options labeled low sodium or no salt added. Additionally, avoiding prepackaged frozen meals and snacks that often contain hidden sodium can help reduce the intake of processed salt. Opting for homemade meals using fresh ingredients allows for more control over the amount of sodium added to the diet, ensuring that meals are both nutritious and supportive of long-term health. The benefits of reducing sodium intake extend far beyond just lowering blood pressure. By making these dietary adjustments, seniors can protect their muscles, joints, and circulatory system, improving overall mobility, flexibility, and energy levels. This can make a significant difference in maintaining independence and quality of life as they age. The body's natural ability to recover from physical activity, maintain muscle strength, and keep joints limber relies heavily on proper nutrition, and reducing sodium plays a critical role in this process. While it may take some time to adjust to a lower sodium lifestyle, the long-term benefits are well worth the effort. In conclusion, high-sodium foods are a major contributor to health problems in older adults, particularly when it comes to circulation, muscle health, joint function, and overall vitality. Sodium's effects go far beyond raising blood pressure and can cause a cascade of negative impacts on the body, including fluid retention, muscle weakness, joint pain, and reduced circulation. By being mindful of sodium intake and making smarter food choices, seniors can improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and support long-term mobility and independence. Reducing sodium isn't about eliminating flavor. It's about making healthier, more sustainable choices that allow for a more vibrant and active lifestyle. 5. Refined carbs. Refined carbohydrates, often found in everyday foods like white bread, pasta, crackers, baked goods, and sugary snacks, are a significant concern for older adults, particularly when it comes to maintaining muscle strength, energy levels, and overall health. Although carbohydrates are often seen as the body's primary source of energy, not all carbs are created equal. Refined carbs, unlike their whole grain counterparts, are stripped of fiber, vitamins, and minerals during processing, leaving behind a simple carbohydrate that quickly turns into sugar once ingested. For older adults, the impact of consuming these refined carbs goes beyond just a quick burst of energy and can quietly drain strength that impair muscle function and contribute to a range of age-related health issues. When consumed, refined carbohydrates cause a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. This spike is followed by a quick drop, often referred to as a sugar crash, which leaves the body feeling fatigued, sluggish, and weak. For younger individuals, the body is able to process these fluctuations in blood sugar relatively efficiently. But as we age, the body's ability to regulate blood sugar becomes less effective. This results in more pronounced blood sugar spikes and crashes that are harder for the body to manage. These fluctuations not only leave seniors feeling tired and weak, but they also create chronic inflammation throughout the body, which can accelerate muscle breakdown and joint stiffness. This is particularly concerning for older adults, as maintaining muscle strength and joint health is crucial for mobility and overall quality of life. The effect of refined carbs on muscle function is particularly troubling. Muscles rely on a steady supply of energy to function properly, and they are heavily dependent on stable blood sugar levels to generate and sustain energy during physical activity. When refined carbs cause blood sugar to spike and then crash, the muscles are left without the steady fuel they need. This can lead to increased fatigue, reduced stamina, and slower recovery times after physical activity. For seniors, the impact on muscle health is even more pronounced, as muscle mass naturally decreases with age, a condition known as sarcopenia. When refined carbs are consumed frequently, they contribute to a further decline in muscle strength, making everyday activities, such as walking, climbing stairs, and standing up from a chair, more difficult and exhausting. Another significant concern with refined carbohydrates is their contribution to the process of glycation, which occurs when excess sugar in the bloodstream binds to proteins, forming advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These AGEs cause damage to tissues, including muscles, blood vessels, and joints. Over time, the accumulation of AGEs in the body leads to stiffness, pain, and reduced flexibility, particularly in the legs and joints. For seniors, the effect of glycation can accelerate the degeneration of muscle tissue and the stiffening of joints, which in turn increases the risk of falls, injuries, and limited mobility. The damage caused by glycation can also impair the body's ability to repair muscles and joints after physical exertion, further reducing overall strength and mobility. Refined carbs also interfere with insulin sensitivity, a crucial aspect of metabolic health. As we age, the body's cells become less responsive to insulin, leading to insulin resistance, a condition in which the body cannot efficiently process sugar. This condition is common in older adults and can be worsened by the regular consumption of refined carbohydrates. When insulin resistance develops, the body's ability to use glucose for energy is impaired, leading to higher blood sugar levels, increased fat storage, and further muscle weakness. Insulin resistance is closely linked to the development of type 2 diabetes, a condition that disproportionately affects older adults and can contribute to a wide range of complications, including nerve damage, poor circulation, and muscle wasting. By reducing the intake of refined carbs, seniors can help improve their insulin sensitivity, maintain more stable blood sugar levels, and reduce the risk of developing type 2 diabetes or further complications from the condition. Beyond the immediate effects on muscle function and metabolism, refined carbs also contribute to weight gain, which further strains the body's ability to maintain strength and mobility. Refined carbohydrates are calorie-dense and offer little nutritional value. Unlike whole grains, fruits, and vegetables, which provide essential nutrients and fiber, refined carbs are rapidly digested and absorbed, leaving the body feeling hungry again soon after eating. This can lead to overeating, increased calorie consumption, and ultimately, weight gain. Carrying excess weight places additional stress on the joints, particularly the knees, hips, and lower back, which can result in joint pain, stiffness, and further limitations in movement. For older adults, maintaining a healthy weight is essential for reducing the risk of chronic conditions like arthritis and osteoporosis, both of which can severely impact quality of life. Despite the overwhelming evidence of the negative effects of refined carbs, the good news is that seniors can make simple dietary changes to protect their muscles, joints, and overall health. One of the most effective strategies is to replace refined carbohydrates with whole grains, which retain their fiber and nutrient content. Whole grains like brown rice, quinoa, oats, and whole wheat provide a steady source of energy without causing the rapid blood sugar spikes and crashes associated with refined carbs. They are also rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that support muscle health, reduce inflammation, and improve overall metabolic function. By incorporating more whole grains into their diet, seniors can help stabilize their blood sugar levels, protect their muscles from breakdown, and promote better circulation to the legs and other vital areas of the body. In addition to whole grains, seniors can benefit from incorporating more protein-rich foods, healthy fats, and fiber into their meals. Lean proteins such as chicken, turkey, fish, and plant-based options like beans, lentils, and tofu provide the building blocks necessary for muscle repair and growth. Healthy fats found in foods like avocados, olive oil, and nuts help support brain function, reduce inflammation, and provide long-lasting energy. Fiber-rich foods, such as fruits, vegetables, and legumes, are also important for maintaining digestive health and controlling blood sugar levels. By focusing on a balanced, nutrient-dense diet, seniors can reduce their reliance on refined carbs and improve their overall health and well-being. In conclusion, refined carbohydrates may seem like a convenient source of energy, but their long-term effects on muscle health, circulation, and overall metabolic function can be detrimental to seniors. The rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugar caused by refined carbs contribute to inflammation, muscle breakdown, and joint stiffness, while also increasing the risk of insulin resistance and weight gain. These effects not only reduce physical strength and stamina, but also increase the risk of falls, joint pain, and chronic conditions like diabetes. By replacing refined carbs with whole grains, lean proteins, healthy fats, and fiber-rich foods, seniors can protect their muscles, improve circulation, and maintain a healthy weight, leading to better overall mobility and quality of life. Making these dietary changes may seem challenging at first, but the long-term benefits are well worth the effort in supporting healthy aging and preserving independence for years to come. Eating right can either help or hurt your health. Seniors, ditching these 5 unhealthy foods can seriously boost your leg strength, mobility, and overall well-being. It's not about giving up all your favorites, just making better choices. Take charge of your health. Your legs and future self will thank you. Like, share, and subscribe for more awesome health tips to help you thrive as you age. Stay strong and independent.